Hi everyone, welcome back to the Online Pastry School's YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about the process of making chocolate and how it goes from beans to bars. So with making chocolate, when the beans come into the factory, the first thing that they do to them is put them through a sieving machine, which kind of gets rid of any stones and sticks and any stuff that kind of gets caught up in the bags. And then they're put into a micronizer, which is basically like a big revolving drum, which turns around, heats up the beans, and loosens up all the shells. Once they've done that, they put them through a belt, like that vibrates and takes away all of the big pieces of shell, kind of rips them off. And then into a vacuum chamber, which just sucks off the small bits that have been stuck underneath the beans. So when you get to that point, you're left with what we call cocoa nibs. So you can buy cocoa nibs raw and candy them, or just use them for infusing. We use them a lot in the kitchens but eating them raw isn't very nice because they're just a bitter chocolate. So what they do with the nibs is just roast them off like coffee beans and then blitz them into a liquid. And they turn to a liquid just because there's so much fat in there, which is called the cocoa butter. So what you're left with is just 100% chocolate liquid. And then after that, the pure liquid gets mixed with sugar. And depending on what you're making, it will go with extra cocoa butter and milk powder, depending on what kind of chocolate you're making. And then it kind of forms a big, thick lump of paste, and it can be really grainy. So then that gets fed through really fine rollers, which kind of break up the particles so much that it comes out the other side as a fine powder. And then the next process is called conching, which a lot of you would have heard of. So it basically goes into a big machine that basically churns, conching machine just churns that chocolate powder back into a nice smooth liquid. And then that smooth liquid gets taken into piping chambers, and it will just get piped out onto a conveyor belt, obviously into the little callets that we have in the bags. And then that will go through a cooling tunnel to bring it down, cool it at the right temperature, make sure the chocolate's set properly, and hardened before it all gets put together and bagged. So that's really basically the simple process of taking chocolate from beans to bars. If you want to learn how to use chocolate after it's made and make some amazing desserts, some mousses, and that kind of stuff, just click on the link below and you can go over to the Online Pastry School and check out some tutorials and video lessons that we have over there on chocolate. So I'll hopefully see you soon, and don't forget to subscribe.